We see here are flat. Every single one of them, every house here, okay? Every person that lives here will know somebody who has died of AIDS, heroin related deaths in the mid-late 80s into the early 90s. This where we are right now would have been the central drug exchange place where people come in and out, getting their drugs from different neighbourhoods, but they drive in here, get them go. No police would enter the neighbourhood. I work very close to here as an outreach youth worker. And now we can walk freely around it, partly gentrified, etc, etc, etc.
Is the government doing anything to try to, like, I've heard about the heroin problem a lot, where people have just stopped on the street to talk to. Is the government doing anything to
They did jack shit, they did nothing.
They're not doing anything to try to prevent
no
it?
needle
Or
exchanges,
to stop
things like
it?
that.
Oh, well, sorry, yes they are, sorry. There are. There's 21 needle exchanges from here, Guinness, down to the bottom of O'Connell Street. And you'll see a lot of places, you'll see, zombies getting their methadone.
That's what I had stopped somebody
Yeah.
to ask on the street about how prevalent it still was.
Really prevalent.
And they said that it really is.
Like right beside Christchurch Cathedral, just down the end of the road there, there's just huge one there.
Those young men you'll see with their cups and they're barely talking to you at night. So
And in Temple Bar, there's focus. There's a couple of really good homeless and drug agencies. But what stopped it happening here was a group of 50-year-old women who are grandparents and having to raise their grandchildren because their kids have died. And they decided just to put a stop to it. So right on this, there's a big needle with a big, pushers out. And so this all began with, Ireland's very famous for community arts. A lot of drama, theatre. That's actually the area I was in. Doing community work through theatre and drama. And empowering people to give them, to express their issues. Through that, give them a kind of a knowledge or an empowerment through language, try and articulate issues and then politicise them. And these women, basically put a barrier up, and have the fire going throughout the night, and so that's it. And because of that, it started to get media attention. From that, you had a rise of kind of vigilantism, burning people out of these places. You had a lot of media attention. Because of that, you had the police intervention, and slowly but surely, it stopped. And a friend of mine went to just beyond the other side. I went to a block of flats like this. There's two of them, and went with a piece of paper, and nobody had registered the vote. So we registered everybody and brought it out to the civic offices down here and said, "There." I said, "We can't do this. This is illegal." So it's not. We want to register the vote. So the local politicians had to go down to the work because
you actually get votes.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, at home, there's a couple homeless guys that a lot of people seem to know. There's a man everybody calls Flip, and then another man who walks around telling people he's diabetic while drinking beers. And, like, we tend to, like, if I walk in 7-Eleven and I see them, I'll buy a sandwich and come out and give them some food. Here, like, I've seen some people on the streets. Is it okay here to, like, if I did give food to someone, would it be okay
Rather
to
than
offer
money, in other
food
words.
rather than money? Is that acceptable, like, socially okay?
Yeah, there's a whole, like, so some of it is criminal gang organised in terms of making people beg in the street and then taking their money versus people who are homeless and stuff. So there's a lot of different beliefs on how to deal with it. So give somebody a sandwich is better, but give them money. Yeah. I mean, in terms of homelessness, there's probably about 2,500 homeless people in Dublin last night, and yet we don't see them. That's a lot of people, and they're invisible. One of the things you're going to do next week, I'm going to give you a choice of kind of research issues around immigration, racism, religion, in small groups to research these issues yourselves as part of the final presentation. And we look at or a neighbourhood like this to research the neighbourhood. But I can talk more to you about it. But this is a song that's written quite recently by Pete St. John. It's called Rare Old Times. And it's the usual thing of remembering things as being better in the past. It's kind of your parents saying, "Oh, no shoes and we were happy." But I like this because it's a way of showing. So we've just walked around Pimlico. The bar down there was the Pimlico bar, and this is the Liberties. So this song is about what's happened in Liberties the last number of years. So I like the idea of art being the voice of the people, I suppose, you know. And so this song, I'm not a singer, but I'll sing a little bit of it because, and you'll probably hear this in pubs at night, is raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. So raised on songs and stories. You're told stories by your parents. So this oral, sorry?
We did already hear that
there
song.
You go.
And everyone's like, you know this song? You know this song? And I was like, no, and everyone was
so
What was that?
oral history.
Peter Carey, the first song that the guy came out and played was that
There you
song.
go, that's funny. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old time. And the chorus is ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old time. You alright? And I'm grand. Sounds about ding dong, check. Oh, my name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and late in Pimlico, which is just here, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper. You gonna join in? Lost out to redundancy, like me house that fell to progress. My trade's a memory. So, does he? Are you saying I'm as old as your dad? Oh, sorry. So, my trader was a cooper. What's a cooper?
Fix shoes, right?
No? Close to it.
It's a cobbler.
Oh, it's a cobbler.
A cooper was a barrel maker. So where did he work making barrels?
In Guinness.
Guinness. My trader was a cooper, lost out to redundancy because of mechanisation. Okay? Like my house that fell to progress. My trade's memory. Okay? So we lost his job to industrialisation in the 50s, and then the place fell apart because everybody that worked here, lived here, was a member of the Guinness factory or worked there. So all of a sudden, 50s, 60s, mechanisation, before you know it, 60s, 70s, 80s drugs. So this is the history underneath right there. What else? Oh, the years have made me bitter. The gargled drink has dinned my brain, and Dublin keeps on changing, and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the met are gone. The pillar, not the pillar. That Square's place. The pillar and the met are gone. The Royal long since pulled down the dance halls, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. So I was saying earlier, I say to somebody, I'm going into town. I would say I'm going into the city. So for us, it's a town, not a city. Okay. So what he's talking about is gentrification. As the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. The glass cages in the next verse is the apartments along the river. So fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, whichever Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the tall glass cages spring up along the quay. Me mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. So ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. So there's a piece of, history encapsulated in song, which is kind of oral history. We're going to do a reading about an American anthropologist who came here and interviewed people about life in the tenements, telling the old stories. So you'll read a chapter of that book and you'll include, quotes from that in your Google map. So your Google map is going to be looking at culture and history through time. And, so bring your laptops in on Monday to show you how to make Google Maps.